Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Shaky Hands 07. Thanks for the suggestion, Shaky. You asked, why do people get cold sweats when they're nervous? If you've ever felt like you were melting from the inside out right before a job interview or a first date, you're not alone, and you're not broken. Today, we're unraveling the sweaty, shivery science behind nervous, cold sweats. From ancient survival instincts to modern social anxiety, your body's sweaty betrayal has a good reason behind it, even if it feels like the worst timing ever. So stick around as we uncover why your palms go clammy, your forehead gets damp, and your pits decide to go full waterfall. Right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with the basics. Sweating in general is your body's natural air conditioner. When your body temperature goes up, whether from exercise, heat, or embarrassing flashbacks at 2 a.m., your sweat glands activate and start releasing moisture to cool you down. Science calls it evaporation. We call it, why is my shirt sticking to my back? Now, there are two main types of sweat glands. Eccrine glands, which are your all-purpose sweat factories. They're all over your body. And apocrine glands, which hang out in special zones like your armpits and groin, producing that delightful stress sweat aroma. Yeah, you didn't just get nervous. You also just became a human cologne bottle of anxiety. But here's the twist. Not all sweat is created equal. When you're nervous, it's not just about temperature, it's about stress. Your brain hits the panic button, your sympathetic nervous system lights up like a Christmas tree, and suddenly your sweat glands are like, showtime! This is why stress sweat tends to feel colder and comes with that oh-so-unpleasant scent. It's your body prepping for battle, even if the battle is just asking your manager for a day off. So, what exactly is a cold sweat? Unlike regular sweat from heat or exercise, cold sweats happen when your body thinks it's in danger, whether it's physical or emotional. It's your fight or flight response kicking in, which is weird because public speaking isn't usually life-threatening. Unless you trip over the microphone cable, then maybe. When your brain detects stress, panic, fear, or nervousness, like realizing you accidentally replied to an office email, it tells your body, red alert, something's wrong. So, your sympathetic nervous system revs up, your heart races, your breathing quickens, and your sweat glands go into overdrive, even if the room is freezing. And that's how you end up with cold sweats. Your body's trying to help you survive, but really, it's just making your pits the Niagara Falls of nerves. Why do we even have this response? Blame evolution. Back in caveman days, the stress response helped our ancestors avoid being eaten by saber-toothed tigers. Now, instead of tigers, we have taxes and group presentations, equally terrifying. The cold sweat was your body's way of prepping for battle or escape. Sweaty skin makes you harder to grab, cooler for running, and ready for action. Unfortunately, your boss or crush probably doesn't need you to wrestle a tiger. They just want you to stop looking like you just ran a mile in a sauna. So yeah, your body means well. It's just stuck in the past. Like that uncle who still wears cargo shorts, unironically. Let's get into what triggers these embarrassing puddles of panic. It can be anything from public speaking, job interviews, dates, or being asked to say a few words at a wedding when you were just there for the cake. Your brain interprets these situations as high stakes, even if they're not. So the hypothalamus, a fancy part of your brain, pushes the panic button. Hormones like adrenaline flood your system, and boom, you're a nervous, sweaty mess before you even open your mouth. But here's the kicker. The more nervous you are about sweating, the more likely you are to sweat. It's a vicious, soggy cycle. It's like your body saying, "Oh no, they noticed," and then sweating even harder to apologize. Okay, so how do you stop your body from turning into a stress sprinkler? Good news. There are a few things you can try. Breathe like a yoga instructor. Deep, slow breaths calm your nervous system. You don't have to chant Om, but it helps if you don't sound like Darth Vader during a panic attack. Wear breathable clothing. Fabrics like cotton or moisture-wicking stuff can help you stay dryish, even when your brain is screaming internally. Use antiperspirants, not just deodorants. Deodorant masks the smell. Antiperspirant actually tells your sweat glands to chill. Practice exposure. The more you face your fears, speaking up, performing, asking your barista how their day is, the less your body freaks out over time. Visualize success. Imagine yourself crushing that job interview or nailing that karaoke performance. Confidence is the best deodorant. And hey, if all else fails, embrace it. Own your sweat. Call it nervous glitter. Tell people you're just naturally dewy. Lean into the chaos with style. So, the next time you find yourself sweating bullets just because someone said, "Let's go around and introduce ourselves," remember, it's not just you. It's millions of years of evolutionary panic coded into your DNA. Cold sweats aren't a sign of weakness. They're proof your body cares about your survival. It just hasn't updated the software since the Ice Age. Thanks for watching Explaining Everything. If you've ever been personally victimized by your sweat glands, see you next time. Hopefully, a little less damp. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.